Hey guys, this is another highlight reel of the Golden Rat Catchers. This is our second run of it, and we had a lot of fun on this one. Our players ended up in Lickety Circus again, which is always fun. Everyone seems to enjoy that one a lot. We've yet to see what's on the other door halfway through this one. But this highlight reel was great. Everyone had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. We had some brand new members. Oswald, I think, was one of them, and I think he had an amazing time, and we had an amazing time playing with him. So we always love having new members in these, and I love making these highlight reels. But if you guys ever want to catch these full-length videos, make sure you become a patron on our Patreon. It keeps us going. All the players who get to enjoy this content keep going with us, and you get to enjoy full-length videos and a whole lot of other benefits. So check us out on Patreon if you can. But in the meantime, enjoy this video.
So we left off, it bit you, called you rude, said the upper worlders are terrible, and then it points at Vidania and says, "Hey you! I've been growing these mushrooms for days and you just stepped on it. You better pay me back."
I'm so sorry. Uh, Is there any way I can assist you in your mushroom growing? Perhaps I could repay my debt.
You got any food?
I got crackers and cheese.
I have rations if those interest you at all.
Maybe. Show me.
I'll open one of my rations and put a little bit of the food just on the edge of the barrel.
All right. Reaches out to it. I'll say it's a dried piece of jerky. It's a good ration to have. He sniffs it and goes, "Ooh, that smells wonderful. I haven't had anything like this." He nibbles on it a bit. "Oh, that's so much better than a mushroom. My goodness. Well, I don't think this is fair. Hold on. I want to give you something back. Just to make things even, okay?" He scampers off into his barrel. Scutters around in there for a moment. He hides away that piece of jerky and then eventually comes out, pulling a bottle by his mouth. Out. A bottle of reddish liquid, corked. He says, "I don't really have a need for this. Tastes like crud anyways. Here, take it. We'll call things even." And it's a standard healing potion.
Aw. I thought it was bourbon.
Thank you, kind rap. Thank you, kind sir.
This oubliette seems as dark and deep as the one before that the cart actually fell into. However, there's like a thin stone bridge, a hole above you where like some water's sneaking in. You can guess because of your proximity to the river, there may be a bit of runoff coming through, and that's what's making that. There's a thin stone bridge, comfortable enough for one person to walk across at a time. And this little creature, you guys can see in the image, hiding inside of a dark, like, causeway. It's just like a little divot, not a full door, and there's two doors to each side of him. And as you all come in, it looks at you from the darkness. You can just see its eyes sort of glowing, refracting off the light, but you can't really make it out. And it just goes, "Oh, okay." Exactly what it says. "Oh, okay."
Hello.
He's
what,
trying to
man?
hide from us.
Greetings.
Okay. It shouts back.
I'm gonna start splashing around in the river.
Hey,
No, Dak,
magic.
get back here, Dak.
He
I
just like
splash Jesse.
God damn it.
he like chicken
Hey,
mouths in the runoff.
It's water. It's wet.
Yes, I know it's wet. Now get your butt over here before I bring it over here.
And I sit down and just start staring at the water very intensely.
I will try and engage conversation.
Okay. So you're gonna go walk up and talk to him? Talk to it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright. So everyone's back on the other end, sort of wrestling with Dakram. It sounds like trying to get him out of the water. As he's just like, "Ah, ah." Vidania's coming up, crossing the bridge up to the creature. I will show you this creature. Trapped within this room, you see this circus-esque cave enclosure with no way out apparent. You see the big cave bear is moving about on his unicycle. And a couple little rats juggling things as they run about the bear. And you can hear up into the rafters of this, like, set-up circus enclosure someone shouting, "Ha-ha! Ha-ha!" You look up. You see this rat trapezing, a rat man, one side to the next, until he finally lands down with a pirouette and a flip right in front of the party. Looks at all of you with a sneer and a grin on his face.
Quite the show, old friend.
Quite indeed, quite indeed. Oh, good friends, golly gee, welcome, welcome. I am Licky Displeased.
Also bound. So Dacrum Morning Crest, at your service. Pardon if all these paths lead somewhere. Say some weird things. It seems I've infused some paraphernalia in the front of the cave.
Right, the mushrooms, yes. We do love imbibing on those things quite frequently. You all seem to be from the upper world. You must have gotten lost, I see, in my cave. Fear not.
Indeed. All these paths lead somewhere.
Fear not.
Well,
I will help you. It is part of what I do. I am Licky Displeen, the circus actor and performer. And if you wish to get out of my cave, I merely ask that you participate in my games. A trifle, really. But I will help you out, if you do.
What kind of game?
Are these games quite as dexterous as the act we just witnessed?
By no means. I perform great feats of acrobatics all the time. I would not put you in such danger in my show. No, in fact, you need not do great acts of performance. You merely must play in a game with me. We will decide together what the game shall be. He likes to rhyme, by the way.
okay.
So like card games, like Go Fish.
Depends. We can play dice. We can play riddles, guessing games, hand games. You decide. As long as each of you participates, I will help you.
I am
will
pretty good with the
participate.
dice.
Me too. We can gamble our lives away. I don't mind.
Excellent.
I would like to go knock on the door gently.
I will bow to it.
All right, you bow, and then she knocks. Oh, you see the stone crack and move as dust falls from it. Oh, goodness, you could have roused the door more gently. You can't just go about hitting people in their resting cycle. It's quite rude.
Apologies.
I mean, it's
I'd
not like I can gently shake a door awake.
Well, this one seems to have manners. He says, like, stone drips from his face and dust. How can I help you?
Oh, great wise door. We seek passage to the bottom of the cave. We have lost our belongings down there. Will you aid us?
No, I might. I can take you to the bottom, but perhaps you will indulge an old magic door. Don't get many
Oh,
visitors.
but of course.
Can you tell me a rousing tale?
Of course. Of course. I'll tell him the tale of how... What was his name? The ringmaster?
Liquor spleen.
Licky Displeen.
Now it's liquor spleen.
I shall tell you the tale of the great ringmaster and his favorite bear. Does that sound exciting to you?
That sounds an awful lot like Master Displeen. I already
course.
know him.
then perhaps another one. I shall tell you the story of two young paladins, brothers, separated, wishing to meet again. One day, just as all others, two princes of a far-off kingdom were out training in the woods. One had been working on his reach fighting skills that was quite difficult, whereas the other was practicing with his longsword on a dummy. Then they decided to engage in a quite popular exercise called hide and seek. One would hide, the other would try to find him. It was always a bit more intense, though. They would cover up tracks, conceal themselves using magical items and such. One brother wandered a bit too far off of the castle grounds and came across a lich. The lich poisoned him.
Oh my, not the poor lad.
Of course. The young Asimar fell. He lost his grace and was banished from the kingdom, set to execution, but the father couldn't kill his own son. So he sent him far away, where he may never be seen again, and announced to the entire kingdom that the brother was dead.
Heavens, 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 what's happened to him? I must know.
Of course. 15 years later, in their adulthood, the brother that wasn't corrupted found the other, barely conscious, high, drunk, in an alley. Motivated him to join a mercenary guild and brought him home, seeking redemption.
Impressive. Yes. What a tale. Does he fare well these days, this once lad and this now mercenary?
Indeed. He's well on his way to restoring his grace.
Oh, an amazing tale. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I hope you will excuse an old door. I wasn't really locked to begin with. I just get lonely.
Of course.
Oh, it's good. I know what that is. Get lost
Sorry, guys,
in the
best
woods
story.
for days.
Sorry, guys. Best story I had was my backstory.